A former sports doctor pleaded guilty today to sexually assaulting 7 girls when he worked for USA Gymnastics and Michigan State University. 3 of Larry Nassar's victims were under the age of 13 at the time. Some of his accusers were in the courtroom in Lansing, Michigan today, as Nassar entered his plea under a deal with prosecutors.
For all those involved, and that I'm so horribly sorry that this was like a match that turned into a forest fire out of control. And I pray the rosary every day for forgiveness for I want them to heal. I want this community to heal. I have no animosity towards anyone. I just want healing. It's time.
Nassar could face a minimum of 40 years in prison when he is sentenced in January. In all, more than 125 women and girls have accused him. They include Olympic gymnast Aly Raisman, Michaela Maroney, and Gabby Douglas. At least 4 states have opened investigations into a major data breach at Uber. The ride-sharing company confirms that hackers last year stole information on 57 million users and drivers. It says that it paid $100,000 to have the information destroyed. Attorneys general in Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, and New York said today that they are examining the company's actions. In Zimbabwe, the man tapped to be the next president returned from his refuge in South Africa a day after Robert Mugabe resigned. Cheering crowds in Harare greeted former Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa. In a speech, he appealed for unity to support a new and unfolding democracy.
No one is more important than the other. We are all Zimbabweans. We want to grow our economy. We want peace in our country. We want jobs in our country.
The former vice president is 75. He is to be sworn in on Friday. The Prime Minister of Lebanon says that he is not resigning after all, reversing a surprise announcement 3 weeks ago. In Beirut today, Saad Hariri declared that he's putting his decision on hold. Instead, he called for a, quote, real partnership with all political factions. In his original statement, Hariri had condemned the Lebanese militia Hezbollah and its ally, Iran. A North Korean soldier who defected to South Korea last week has regained consciousness. Doctors in Seoul said today that he needed 2 rounds of surgery after being shot during his escape. They also removed large intestinal parasites. Now they say the defector is enjoying American movies and South Korean pop songs on television.
His condition has become much better since yesterday. We also turned on the TV for him yesterday. However, he still cannot eat anything properly. He has just started to drink water. The soldier said he felt great pain when he was shot, but he doesn't feel the pain now.
Meanwhile, the United Nations command in Korea released dramatic video today showing the North Koreans' desperate dash to freedom. In one tense scene, other North Koreans run toward the defector after he's crashed his Jeep in a ditch. He escapes the vehicle and sprints across the border just before being shot at least 4 times. The video also shows one North Korean actually chasing him across the line before turning back. 8 people have been rescued, with 3 still missing after a U.S. Navy plane crashed in the western Pacific Ocean today. The transport plane went down southeast of Okinawa, Japan, while it was en route to the U.S. aircraft carrier Ronald Reagan. There's no word on the cause of the crash, but it is the latest in a series of accidents involving the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet. In the U.S., a long-running lawsuit that grew out of the 9/11 attacks is ending. American Airlines, United Airlines, and other defendants have agreed to pay $95 million to developers of the World Trade Center site. The settlement follows 13 years of litigation and resolves claims that security lapses led to the attacks. President Trump officially began his Thanksgiving holiday today in Florida. He spent the morning at his golf club in West Palm Beach. Earlier, he tweeted new insults at LeVar Ball, whose son, a UCLA basketball player, was accused of shoplifting in China and then released. The president called the father, quote, an ungrateful fool for minimizing Mr. Trump's involvement in the release. On Wall Street today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 64 points to close at 23,526. The Nasdaq rose about 5, and the S&P 500 slipped 2. And one-time teen idol and pop singer David Cassidy has died. He passed away Tuesday of organ failure at a hospital in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Cassidy shot to stardom as lead singer in the 1970s musical TV sitcom The Partridge Family. Their hits included I Think I Love You and I'll Meet You Halfway.
We can find the time to reach out for one another. We've been traveling in circles such a long, long time, trying to say hello. Oh, and we can just let it ride, but you're someone that I'd like to get to know.
In later years, David Cassidy battled alcoholism and dementia. He was 67 years old.